Yes, hello everybody, this is Ray from Ray's United and I'm back, people, I'm back. Today, we're going to talk about the price of pie or pie price, expectation, and influencing factors. But hey, I put out a, what's the name of it? I put out a um, survey, and obviously the survey at the moment is making inroads. So I'm a bit yeah, bemused by it, but yeah, people are beginning to pay attention to it. So I thought, you know what, maybe it's time we did something about that and discussed it. So listen, without further ado, you know what to do if you're watching after the fact. It's something you are going to enjoy. If you're watching live, please put your comments in the live comment section. Smash the like button, of course. Subscribe. That's the only way. Listen, it's a cliche, broken record thing, but hey, if you don't subscribe, you're not going to receive any notification. So do that, and let's do this. All right. So this is how we do it. I'm going to show you a few things, and then we continue. Share the content, let your people know. And this is one of the few things I've thought of doing. And obviously, yeah, I think you guys would find it quite interesting. So yeah, wherever you're watching from, please let me know. I can see somebody watching from Ghana. I don't know why they're putting your ats instead of your names. They're putting your what do you call it? Your handle instead of your name. So I have to read your handle. So I know Wisdom. I know somebody called Gibson, I think. And then you've got Adeleke as well. You've got somebody watching from India. We've got Olayinka James, of course. J Dog is here. So yeah, and it's the end of the month. So obviously, yeah, you know how it goes. Hey, man's gotta get paid. Anyway, you know how it is. And we need to enjoy this because this is all about the price of pie and obviously the influencing factors and the expectations. That's what it is. And that's what this program is going to be about. So let's enjoy it. It's a Sunday night where I'm at. I know it's daytime somewhere else, and it's obviously afternoon time somewhere else. So yes, Guba Pie is back. Yes, Guba Pie is back. We've got somebody watching from South Africa. Yeah, so many people. I am glad, of course, and let's do this. So I'm going to show you something which would be quite interesting because it gives us a guideline as to what we need to discuss. And if you haven't seen it yet, let me actually pin it so you guys will see it. There is a survey ongoing. Obviously, you guys have shown interest in it, so I thought, you know what, let me increase the enthusiasm and discuss it. Do you know what I mean? So we're going to discuss it, and that's precisely what I think we should do. So I'm about to share my screen, so let me share it. And this is what it is. So this is the survey, right? So far, we have how many people? Let me go and no, not that. Let me go and check and see how many people have actually where is it? Is it here? Yes, yeah. All right. So I am going to check to see how many people. Let me refresh it to see how many people have actually attempted the survey. So yeah, we have 43 people who have attempted it, and let me see if I can. Yep, I think that looks good. Okay. So right now, the first question was: Have you ever invested in or traded Pi tokens? And 33 people, which is about 76.74%, saying yes, and 10 people, which is about 23.26%, saying no. We move to the next one, which is quite interesting. Um, it says, or yeah, it says, how long have you been following Pi Network? Listen, we only have one person out of the 43 saying they'd been following Pi between 1 and 2 years, but almost everyone who have participated in this survey said they've been with Pi for more than 2 years. So it means I've got a lot of experienced people or people who are knowledgeable about Pi watching me. So that's great. The third one, of course, is do you believe the price of Pi will ever exceed its all-time high of 2.99? And of course, 38 of you, which is about 88.37% of you, said yes, definitely. Three people said, which is 6.98%, say yes, but it will take a long time. And then one person each say uncertain and no, definitely not. So we go to this one. This is the interesting one, or one of the interesting ones. It says, what is your prediction for the highest price of pie? So sorry, the highest price pie will reach in the next 12 months. Now, this was quite split. Obviously, $0.5 to $1. One person said that. $1 to $2 for three people said that. Oh, sorry, less than half a dollar, one person. Between half a dollar and $1, three people. Between $1 or from $1 to $2 is four people. $2 to $3, three people. $3 to $5, five people. $5 to $7, seven people. 10 or higher, 12 people. And the sky's the limit, 8 people. So all in all, we're looking at people more than half saying it will be above $3 or above let me see, people more than half, above $5 in the next 12 months. More than half of the people who actually voted. Okay, before I continue, I need to go back and check on you guys and see what's happening. So let me check the full screen and see what's happening. All right, so we do have Emmanuel watching from Salt, from Enugu. We have Montenegro, Momsilo. We have George Butler watching from Nigeria. We have Garba is back, of course. South Africa. We have good work today. Somebody saying good work today. It's really hard to read if the names are in your just your handle instead of, I don't know what YouTube is trying to do here. I don't know why they're using the people's handles and not their real names. It's kind of weird. Anyway, Paul Elvis watching from Ghana. We've got Ijubada watching from Serbia. I hope Ijubada Vidov. And then we've got Montana Grizzly. Okay, Montana Grizzly fan watching from Montana, of course. We do have, quite a number of people watching, and that's interesting. Benin City, Big Joe watching from. So it's actually better if you add your name, because they're just talking about the handles. Sorry, they're just giving us the handles, and that's not great. So it's really hard to read. So let me know your name, unless I do know you. But if you're not a regular, even if you are a regular, I may not know your handle. So just put your name in, and let's see. For instance, somebody like Abraham Simon, it's easy, watching from Nigeria. Someone watching from Port Harcourt. We've got Sweden, Greece, and so on. So yeah, I hope you can let your names be known so we can obviously discuss that. All right, back to this. So this one, we've done the prediction for 12 months. Now let's do for the next 3 years. So this is interesting, right? So 3 years. I say, what's your prediction for the highest price pie will reach in the next 3 years? So $1 is one person. Between $1 and $3 is three people. $3 and $5 is three people. $5 and $10 is four people. $10 and $20 is five people. $20 and $50, three people. 50 or higher, 13, and the sky's the limit, 11. So again, more than 50% believe is going to be, $50 or higher in the next 3 years. Yes, so we will see. We'll see. Obviously, just under 50% believe that it will be below $50. So let's see what happens in the next 3 years from now. We will revisit this particular video and see where it takes us. While we're at it, I'm going to refresh this one to see how many people have actually voted in the poll. 48 people. So the numbers may have changed. So let's see. No, it hasn't really changed. It hasn't really changed that much. 48 people. Okay. So if we go here, yep, the numbers are still great. Just over 55% now saying $50 or more. So really interesting. Keep voting, because I'll refresh and go back and see what it says. All right, so the sixth one. The sixth one. Now we have 48 participants. It says, which factors, now we are the factors part, which factors do you think currently have the most negative impact on Pi's price? Okay, so lack of real world applications, 27. That's about 56.25% of you say it lacks real world applications. Again, we go there, we got 58.33% saying limited exchange listings. So, yeah, so more than half of you are also saying that. We have market speculation, it's about 10 people, that's about approximately 21%. Regulatory uncertainty, about 9 people saying that, that's approximately 19%. We have negative media coverage, almost 23%. And then, of course, technical issues and other are just about 4 people, which is about 8.33% each. So it's interesting to see here where the concerns mostly are, the negative impact, the so-called negative impact that you guys are saying, all 48 of you, lack of real-world applications and limited exchange listings. So these are the two bones of contention that we've been obviously tackling in the community. And so it is interesting to see that even here you can see clearly where the bones of contention or bones of contention are, because people talk about the lack of real world applications, like obviously the DApps or DApps and so on, utilities and so on. And of course, the other side will also talk about exchanges where we do have limited listings. You know what I mean? So it's interesting. I like these polls. Obviously, I know you guys like me to do more of those. So, I keep doing it. And this one in particular, I made the questions quite a few, only 11 or whatever. So it will be much more detailed. Discussions in detail. You understand? So this is really good. Really, really good. And let me know what you think, people, in the comment section, because it's an interactive show. So you have to, if you want to, let me know what you think. Let me refresh it and see how many people have actually voted in this poll. Once more, 49 people. So it's interesting. It's going up. It's going up. Quite interesting. Yep, I like that. I like that. I like that. And yeah, 49 people. So let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Now, this one is quite interesting. So the discussion will be detailed, of course. It says, how important do you think the following factors are in positively influencing Pi's price? So increased merchants. So increased merchant adoption. Now, this one, 24 of you said is very important, which is about just under half of you, just about half. And then 21 of you said it's very important. The rest is negligible. So that is quite interesting. Improved technology and scalability. Now, this one, again, 24 of you said it's very important. 19 of you said it's extremely important. And the rest, in percentage, if you want to put it, almost 49% say it's important, very important. About 39% say or said it's extremely important. The rest, just negligible. Clear regulatory compliance. Now, this is slightly split, but still, no, it's not split. 27, so 55.1% of you say it's extremely important. 20%, just above, saying it's very important. The rest, quite negligible. Some people said it's moderately important, and so on and so forth. Now we get to positive media coverage. Now with that, moderately important is 8. 16 people, about 32 point whatever percent, say very, very important. And 21 of you, which is about 43% approximately, saying it's extremely important. So positive media coverage, really, really good. Major exchange listings. Now, 55.1% of you say or said is very important. Extremely important. Now, that is something that, I believe the Pi Core team should look at. Very important, 10 people, which is about 20.4%, and then the rest, negligible. Strong community growth. And now 59% of you said is very important, 28% approximately saying extremely important, the rest, negligible. Partnerships with established companies. 30.61% saying it's extremely important, not very important. 28 of you, which is about 57%, saying it's extremely important. So looking at all of these, I would say the only one that you said was very important and not extremely important is improved technology and scalability. But even that, together, you have about 80%, 80 something percent, 86% of you saying very important or extremely important. So listen, I put it together and I say, all in all, on average, about 88% of you do support all of these factors, which could influence pi in a positive way, either importantly or extremely important, or very important or extremely important. So, yep, the pi core team should look at that and see what you guys are saying. Now, before we continue, I'll have to come and read your comments again and see what you guys are saying. Very important. All right, let me make myself bigger so we can discuss things. All right. So Rose, is it Ray's saying? Is it Rise? He says he just completed the survey. Thank you. We've got Paul watching from Ghana, and then of course, yeah. Let's see what people are saying. My handle is the same. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I say it's JDog, so it's fine. I can see it's you. They got K Samson, obviously watching from Ilorin, and we've got Joseph watching from Lagos. Hey, Ray Oba from Lagos, Nanja. And then we've got Moses Bayo also watching from Nigeria, Kaduna State. In Dubuisi, Anias watching from Abuja. And then we've got Benin State. And so Big Joe watching from Nigeria as well. And yeah, so this is good. Obviously, smash the like button where you're at. Smash the subscriber button, become a member. Let's what just like JDog, of course, he's a member and he's a moderator as well. Yeah, I don't have many moderators because yeah, I pick and choose carefully who should become a moderator, but it's all good. Got Samson watching from Iran. Oh, so from Ilorin, sorry. All right, so let me go watch. Let me go tell you what's left of this particular survey. All right. So, which of the following measures do you think could most effectively boost? This is boost Pi's price. Okay. So this one we had we had many of you, about 83% of you saying expanding real world use cases. This is where the Pi core team should take things extremely seriously, because this people are actually discussing it, enhancing security. And okay, so let's go to the next best one, increasing liquidity through more exchanges. 27 of you chose that, and that's about 55. You know what? Let me just oh, come on. Let me just refresh that and see if people have voted. 52, which means people are still voting. That's good. So yeah, that's quite interesting. Yeah, people are still voting. And most of you, I'll revisit everything, but let me go to where I am, and then we can discuss this. Where am I? Okay, there it is. All right. So 43 out of the 52 said, which is about 82.7%, said real world use case, expanding real world use cases. 53.85% saying increasing liquidity through more exchanges. And of course, 48.08% saying establishing strategic partnerships, and then improving transparency in project development. It's about 38.46% of you, which is about 20. 15 of you, said launching targeted marketing campaigns, and the least one was enhancing security and transaction speed. Now, I don't know why many of you didn't want to talk about that, but actually enhancing security, and a lot of people come and tell us that, oh, their Pi is missing, blah blah blah, has been stolen, and you don't want security to be increased, or not many of you chose that. That's a bit surprising. I would think that you would take that seriously and not just the use cases. Because if your Pi account is not protected, forget the use cases. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe the enhancement of security and transaction speed should be something that you guys could take a look at once more. You understand? I'm going to refresh and see. We had 52 earlier. We have 53 now. So yeah, that's is it 53 we had? Yeah, we had 53. We have 53 now. So that is good. Yeah, that is good. Yeah. All right, let's go to number 9. Now, number 9 is interesting. It's the same. Now, number 9 is, what's your overall? Now, this is something that I thought, you know what, we're going to look at. What's your overall confidence level in Pi Network's long-term success? Now, total score divided by the number of people should give us this. Now we have about what, 53 people. So each score is out of 100. So out of 100, they add everything together, divided by 53, and give us the average score. So the average score, your confidence in Pi is 85.57%. Now let's view the details. So this is the details, right? So this individual gave it 75%. This individual, I'm not going to go into the people. So this was what, 17th of November, the first time it was done. So collector on Twitter, somebody clicked on the link and so on. But so we got 90% and so on. So 90% was a bit high. We have, yep, 40%. Somebody said 40%. Let me see. So the name of the person is not there, so don't worry. Everything is private. It's from California, United States. And this person, this was the details. They gave 40%. Okay. Somebody said, I don't know. Oh, okay. Well, interesting. It's good to see these things. Let me see. Okay, so 70%. What did this person say? This is from Nigeria. And team is not engaging with community. Okay, we'll go and discuss all of those. Don't worry, we'll discuss that. I like this. This gives us some perspective. You get what I'm saying? Perspective. So yeah, on average, it's about, somebody gave 42%. 42%. That is interesting. And these ones happened today. So today is the day. We do have all of these today. Today, people are very angry. Look at that. 63%, 61%, 60%, 57%. And we go to today again. Today, we have so many people, 100%, 100%, 100%, 79%. All right. So that was the question. What is your overall confidence level in Pi Network's long-term success? And that's what we had. The next one, which is quite interesting, is what specific measures or strategies do you think Pi Network should implement to positively influence its token's price? Remember, this is about the price and the factors affecting it and what could be done. Do you understand? So if we look at the word analysis, let's look at the word analysis. So most of the words that were used, 10 people used Pi. Major was 8 people. KYC was 2. Listings was 7. Real was 8. So I know where this is going. Utility, exchanges 7. Binance 5. Team 3. Utility. Okay, so we can see where this is going, right? The word count, you can see 10 for Pi and so on. So it means obviously people are very concerned. Now let's get to your responses. I can't read everything because so many people. So I'm going to read some of them. Do you understand? I'm going to read some of them. Okay. All right. So I'm going to read some of them. The first one, because I respect the first one, because the first few ones I'm going to read, simply get most pioneers KYC'd and migrate their Pi. So everyone's destiny will be in their own hand. and not at the mercy of the Pi core team. This is probably, so far, I haven't read anybody's, but this is definitely a contending comment, a comment which will contend for the best comment out of all of them over here. Do you understand? Obviously, this person said allow major exchanges like Binance, Kraken to list. This person said real world asset applications. Somebody said commencement of utility with immediate effect. I think it would be wise to educate all pioneers to better understand the entire ecosystem and hire staff, not AI, to assist pioneers with any issues. I get it, right? Human beings. Actually, the AI human beings created and it's actually learning. So why use AI instead of human beings? I prefer human beings to AI all day long. Pi qualify in every country rules. Okay, yes, that's good. Need to make Pi completely decentralized, and Pi needs to be listed on major crypto exchanges. Somebody says stick to community driven consensus value, which is already in use. Interesting. Interesting. They should advertise wherever they can, increase the price a little. I don't think they should advertise anything when it comes to Pi. I think you want to create organic price and organic value. So you don't want to advertise anything. You want people to be interested in it as opposed to you trying to create that. I think I get your point, but this is not some conglomerate or some business that requires that this is crypto. So they have to come to us. We already have numerous people. We don't need to advertise Pi. We can even stop the mining and we'll be fine. Do you know what I mean? If anything, I would advocate for mining being stopped and some burning happening. You know what I mean? Engage with Pi community, be transparent and listing in major exchanges. Look into those apps being deposited in the App Studio. Most of them don't meet standards, of course, but not all of them would qualify anyway. Listen on established, blah blah blah, and then full decentralization. So a lot of people are speaking some sense. Real world usage, real world. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Utility. I can see that. That's what many people are talking about. More exchange listing. So it's more about utility and listing. So yeah, really cool. Again, we have free party to be stopped. Just said it. And now its scalability is active. Okay, that's interesting. Major. Okay. Listing on major exchanges. Yep. So we know where this is going. A second migration of Pi token should commence this month. That's the second one that has been said. They need to put their logo out there, sponsor a sports team, or like, yeah, I think it makes sense. That too makes sense. But it's still part of the advertisement, isn't it? They don't need to do that yet. But I get what you mean. That could help. That if that is the type of advertisement somebody was talking about, then I'm all for that. To be honest, I'm all for that. And Binance is not the only exchange; it can list on other exchanges as well, other major exchanges. Yep. So it's the listing. I get that. But definitely, if it lists on Binance, it will be absolutely wonderful. I know that. Somebody said thinking. All right. So the numbers increased to what's the name? It's increased to 56. So you guys are finding this poll quite or very, very interesting. So let me read these latest ones. These were posted a few moments ago. Focus on the ecosystem development, not sure yet. Partnership with large and established financial institutions, establish strategic partnerships with major industries. And of course, I think they should allow other crypto companies to listing on their exchanges. Well, you have to say exchanges to list. They're not crypto companies. They're just exchanges to list there. Okay, so that has been great. Keep it coming because it's quite interesting. Keep it coming. Yeah. Let's go to the last one. The final one, and then we'll discuss things in detail. So this one, it says, in your opinion, what is the main reason behind the recent downward trend of Pi's price? Okay, I mean, well, that was a while ago, so let's see. Lack of what? Real selling, Manipulation. So it's price manipulation. I can even get it. Major exchanges. All right. So lack price manipulation, blah blah blah. I can see it. I can see what's happening here. Okay, cool. So got that. Now let's get to the question. Let's see what people are saying. Major exchange listing. Ooh, okay. Now this is getting interesting. So people are listing now. Let's see. Less major listing and lower, so major exchange listing and lower numbers of real use cases. Okay. Now that's interesting. And then the second one says not allowing exchanges to list. Okay, so that's the second one for exchanges. Lack of power utility in practical use cases, ecosystem development. The economy, I believe, is the biggest factor. Market manipulation, transparency has not yet been confirmed. Lack of demand due to lack of major exchange listing and the lack of proper decentralization. It's not attractive. It's being on exchanges with values not really recognized by the pioneers and the core team. Regulatory uncertainty and limited. Well, I think the regulatory stuff, yeah, we can delve into. I did a video about obviously my car and so on. So we can check the ISO 20022, but they're all for different purposes anyway. People are scared to believe in Pi as it's new, and I believe in Pi. Selling pressure. Well, if you sell, that's your loss. Pi team is not engaging with the community. Well, that's fact. That is fact. Market manipulation is because the Pi team keep working on apps, manipulation for whales. Lack of trust from the community and lack of clarity in listing Pi on other exchanges like Binance, Bybit, Kraken, and Coinbase. Yep. Manipulating lesser fortunate individuals selling for returns. Let me see. Okay. I knew it'd be somebody from the West. I don't like when people say lesser fortunate. What does that mean? In what context? What makes you think you're fortunate than others just because you live in the United States? Come on. For all you know, you're the most miserable person, and somebody living somewhere else in the so-called third world country is enjoying. You know what I mean? So don't look at that to judge people to say, oh, somebody's less fortunate than you are. So what? Do you know what I mean? I don't buy those things. I don't like people calling others less fortunate. In what sense? Just because you may have a lot more money than that person, and do you know what that person has that you don't have? Careful with that, people. Don't call people less fortunate. I hate those things. If you haven't seen the other side of it, don't say that. Trust me. What makes you think you're fortunate than others? Anyway, let's see. So, any questions, people? Any questions? Ask your questions and let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes because I've been so impressed by certain things that's happening in the Pi ecosystem. However, other things need to happen. Again, they have to happen. If they don't happen, the progress would be stagnated. Do you know what I mean? But all in all, I would say Pi is doing great, and I'm happy to be part of you lot. Do you know what I mean? Listen, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, become a member. Take care of yourselves.